Hey everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today we are doing another fate grind here in the East Shroud. But as you'll see, I have a group of friends with me. We've got a full party, a light party of 4, ready to do these fates in the East Shroud. We're doing that for a couple of reasons. 1, fates generally give better rewards and go faster when you have a party of friends. They are intended to be done multiplayer, so doing them multiplayer is encouraged and rewarded. The other reason is one of the fates in this area is going to actually be rather tough. A 30-minute boss fate that you can't feasibly do on your own. So, let's get started. That one's too close to expiring. That one's too close to expiring. Let's go do Mead Thousandmalm first. And we're going to be flying around to each of these fates. We'll be able to explore, especially these Sylphlins, in much more detail when we get there in the main story. For now, the goal is to get to and do these fates before they expire, so we need speed. Alright, so first one is going to be with Mead Thousandmalm, which is going to be a chain of fates, in fact. And when we land, I should probably summon my Chocobo. I'll do that after we start the fate. Shh! Quiet down! Any louder and you'll compromise my position to the enemy. Over there, can you not see the small party of Imperial troops? Their purpose and how they made it this deep into the Twelveswood without being discovered. That is what I was here to find out. That is, until the Tempered Sylphs arrived. Now the two groups are fighting and more Sylphs gather as we speak. The Tempered followers of Ramuh are not what one would call friends of Gridania, but we may be able to use this situation to our advantage. Allow the Beastmen and the Imperials to weaken each other just enough, and then swoop in and put the Garlean invaders to the sword, frightening off any Sylphs who remain. Let's do it. Think about it. If this works, I'll be awarded the Emerald Leaf. Oh, and you might be awarded something too. Alright, the goal is to fight the Garleans specifically. Fighting the Sylphs will not aid our cause. Though the Sylphs are definitely going to be wanting to fight us. Now, clearing this fate requires fighting specifically the Garleans. So let's get to work. It is generally recommended to fight only one enemy at a time, not doing your multi-targets. Just because fighting with multi-target attacks, with AoE attacks, is very prone to drawing in and pissing off Sylphs, and that'll just make the fight harder, not easier. That being said, given we are in a party, it's not too urgent to play optimally here, since whatever enemies we encounter, whatever enemies attack us, we can just kick their asses. A band of Tempered Sylphs has engaged a party of Imperial scouts, most likely dispatched to the Twelveswood to spy on the Order of the Twin Adder. Wait for the Sylphs to weaken the scouts and then finish off the Garlean invaders. You can wait for the Sylphs to do damage to the Garleans. That is a strategy that can be used, and it is not the worst strategy in the world. But yeah, it's not necessary. It's a recommendation, not a requirement. Also, as we are doing these fates, we may pick up something called an Atma. If we pick up something called an Atma, don't worry about it. We'll get into what Atma are when we get to patch 2.2. Oh hey look, an Atma. Perfect. Alright, now if we wait around... If we wait around for just a minute or two, Mead's going to be making her way back towards the base, back towards our settlements, and unfortunately, the Sylphs have arrived with backup. They're not happy about us being here. They don't appreciate, even though we fought off the Garleans for them. An entry on gratitude missing from their dictionaries, the surviving Sylphs have flown back to the Sylphlins to gather reinforcements and launch an attack on you. Fend off the waves of budding beastmen while seeing that the lightly armed Mead Thousandmalm stays in the realm of the living. Yeah, if Mead dies, you fail this fate. So definitely try and keep her alive. It's not too hard to keep her alive, honestly. just as long as you stay on top of whatever enemies might be coming towards her. Okay, what are we doing next? Let's do Breaking Dawn. And I swear that is in fact a reference to one of the Twilight books. It has to be. There's no way it's not. This game loves its referential humor. Alright, onwards. To the far northeastern corner of the Sylphlands, where we have a boss fate. There you are. Tempered Sylphs have prepared a feast for Daxio of the Dawn, a powerful weaver of spells who uses Milkroot to conjure visions of the future. The revelry must be stopped lest the Sylphs defile the sacred forest and anger the elementals. Well, Daxio, you're dying in a hurry. Yeah, see, this is why you go in with a party. My god. Alright, next up is going to be Thunderstruck. Let's get cruising. And then I think after that, our next one might be from Finaxio down there. Alright, but this is going to be towards the west end of the Sylphlands, around where it starts to merge in towards where the Bramble Patch is. Oh, I ended up in quite the maze. Okay, we should be fine from here. Alright, Thunderstruck. Let's get working. Sylphs tempered in the levin light of the primal Ramu have descended into Little Solace to abduct their untempered brethren. Protect the innocents by delivering lightning-swift justice to the perpetrators. Alright, let's clear out these Sylph as quick as we can. And that was nice and easy. Hold on. What reward did I get? I got a reward. I'm going to count that. I'm going to count that as good. Okay, next up, let's do Finaxio. And I believe that one's going to have us collecting items. Oh, come on, don't crash into a tree. And there you are down below. Hello, Finaxio. The effects of this one's fallen companions must be gathered if fallen one's memories are to endure. Here, this one shall wait until all have been found. All right, finding lost keepsakes. Let's grab as many as we can. It looks like a bunch of tempered sylphs have stolen a few as well. And nice! Ally kills also give you the keepsakes. I don't need to actually be involved in a kill. That's actually really nice. Look at that, already halfway done. Okay, let's go ahead and hand these over, and that should finish off the fate nice and quickly. There we go. Collecting keepsakes clear. Next up, let's do Everything's Better. That'll take us fairly deep into the Shroud, into the Sylphlands. That takes us very deep into the Sylphlands, my goodness. Also, okay, I'm not worried about that one. Master of poisons, the sylphs use all manner of the forest flora and fauna to create their deadly tinctures. One of those materials is a fungoir known as the sylph bonnet for the hood-like shape of the cap. The poison from one cap can sicken an entire army, so it is best that the creatures are disposed of before the beastmen find them. Yeah, that sounds dangerous indeed. Alright, collecting keepsakes clear. Oh, yeah, no, those rewards are multiplied over what they normally are, just for being in a party. God, yeah, no, doing fates and parties is definitely the way to go. So yeah, we're just clearing out the sylph bonnets here. God, this is so much easier with friends. Oh, thank you so much to all 3 of my friends who have joined me for this. This is incredible. Okay, that was everything's better. Next up, the Gale that rocks the Cradle. That's gonna be at the deepest part of the Sylphlands. Absolutely the deepest. Alright, so what do we got here? Poxio of the Short Gale is a stone-hearted sylph tasked with taking newly sprouted sylph bulbs away from the seedbed for tempering. The first step in stopping a new generation of brainwashed sylphs from ruling the forest is to take Poxio's life. Yeah, let's get on it. Stop another generation of sylphs from being tempered? Sounds like a good and worthwhile plan. And down goes Poxio. Alright, next up. A wrench in the works sounds good. Let's get over there and take care of our next fate. And yeah, that one's way too close to expiring to be worth it. It'll spawn again in time. It's fine. Oh hey, and what a boar spawn. Perfect. We can do that one after as well. Here we are, right on the edge of the Sylphlands. We've got Proto Armor. The Garleans have been putting a new and improved suit of armor through its paces in the heart of the Twelveswood. Reduce this marvel of technology to a smoking wreck. Alright, as long as we stay out of that AoE range, we should be fine. God, wow, yeah, no, we've gained nearly a half level. We've gained like a third of a level doing fates already on Black Mage. This is ridiculous. I love this. Okay, well that was easy. I'm gonna try and stop saying that because that's just going to be invariably the case. Ooh, that is going to be useful for something later. We'll get into that when we get to that. Alright, next up is What a Boar. And then we'll be caught up on fates until more spawn. More will probably spawn soon. The game does not like having no fates spawned in an area. It will usually spawn more within a minute or so. A thoroughbred sylphic fighting boar known as Khafra has turned on its masters and is now wreaking havoc in the Twelveswood. The savage creature has never known defeat. That must change, else there will be more sapshed. 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 Okay, I can read. That's just an unusual compound word. That makes sense. Sapshed because the sylphs, yeah. Alright. Khafra is also going to have a bunch of support boars running around. I think Khafra ends up fighting the extra boars if no one fights Khafra. So the boars can help us, but they can also fight us. All right, next up's going to be the Squirrel Trapper's wife. And that's just to the south. That is very close by. Oh, goody. I got distracted. Apologies. I got distracted because I ran into the glitch again, where fates were not appearing in the checklist app. Hopefully that gets fixed in their next update. Come on, let me fight the Morble. Capricious Cassie. The grieving widow of a squirrel trapper has offered a bounty to for the slaying of the beast that swallowed her husband whole. A sweet breath Morble called Capricious Cassie. Oh god, everyone got hit. Everyone got hit by the Morble breath. And none of us have res. I love that. I love that for us. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We've got 2 tanks and me as Black Mage. You see, look, okay. I'm enjoying Black Mage right now. I'm actually genuinely enjoying Black Mage right now. I'm gonna keep harping on this point. I'm enjoying Black Mage right now, specifically because I'm in a party, and the enemies are not on me. Okay, looks like Tsunesu chose to respawn at their return point and are coming back on foot. They'll be back soon enough. Okay, looks like after this, protecting the patch will be next. And that is a level 20 fate. Oh no, you ended up in the Stormblood area. Oh dear. Tsunesu will be back soon. Tsunesu's back. Just gotta fly over. Okay, let's bop you with a Thunder, because I was forgetting to put that back up. And I should be using my Addle. What am I doing? Not using my enemy debuff. And we also have Carrion baggage just popped. That's one of the lowest level fates in the area. Oh, that's a lot of marbles. Oh, that's a lot of marbles. Well, welcome to hell. Do you need at least 1,000 MP in order to use Flare? You might need at least 1,000 MP to use Flare. I mean, that makes sense, but it's also unfortunate. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Protecting the patch has no progress, and Carrion baggage has no progress. Let's do protecting the patch next, since that is going to be closer. And it spawned first. Diseased tree ants were recently seen wandering through the Ramble Patch. Put the poor creatures out of their misery before the infection spreads to the healthy flora. Oh dear. That is unfortunate. That is a very unfortunate circumstance. Yeah, let's put them out of their misery so they don't cause problems for the rest of the things living in the forest. Oh dear. Am I not going to be able to get a hit in because of my slow cast time and the weak enemies? Oh goodness. Well, this is going to be a mess. Will I get any credit for this? Who knows? Oh, here we go. Hit it, hit it, hit it so I can at least get some credit. I don't know if credit's shared between shared party-wide or if it's per individual player. I know if you're not partied with someone, it is based on your individual performance, but I'm not sure how it works when you are literally in a party. And I'm getting a ton of boar hides out of it. All right, well, I'm gonna count that as it. I'm going to say that probably means that it counts for the whole party. Alright, next up is Carrion baggage. That's going to be one of the lowest level fates in the area and in the game. That's a level 11 fate. We are cruising through this. After this one, we're going to be halfway through the fates in East Shroud. Scraps of food left to be scattered along the forest thoroughfares by goblin travelers are attacking all sorts of carrion craving cloudkin, who, when the fodder is gone, set their sights on poor Lalafellin pilgrims. Oh, right, I'm level synced too far down to actually have my AoE fire. Got it. Then we're doing single target. Discourage further vultures from frequenting the region by slaying the ones already here. Okay, that's why we're having issues. We're synced really low. Alright, Carrion baggage is clear. Next up is going to be got Milkroot. And then I see Jack of all trades also spawned. We will get to that afterwards. But yeah, we are now halfway through the fates in the East Shroud. We are cruising. I'm gonna try and make sure my fate runs are always like this from now on, actually. This is a huge improvement. Alright, let's see. Here's the fate. Milkroot is a curse upon the people of the Twelveswood, destroying lives and tearing apart families. The sylphs who grow the deadly drug must be dealt with, but until they can be found, we must concentrate our efforts on ridding the forest of the saplings. Oh, goody. These saplings are used. Okay. I hate that. Let's deal with this issue. Let's kill the Milkroot. And then, yeah, looks like Jack of all trades will be next after this. We've already taken care of everything's better and Mian's fates. Where's the next Milkroot? Okay, let's switch back to Ice Phase. Ow, I sniped the wrong enemy. Sniped some Sylph Seed. Oh well. There's some Milkroot. Oh! Are the Tempered Sylphs also high on the drug? Oh no. Oh dear. There's another one. And it's dead. Beautiful. We got Milkroot. Oh, I'm pleased with how many of those are popping up. Alright, Jack of all trades is next. And no one started it yet. Okay, then that's gonna be ours. I will be able to at least get the highest rating. Alright, and this one's also taking us back out to the regular part of the Shroud, right over by Amarasai's Spire. Alright, the Jackanapes and his tongue-tied. The Jackanapes and his rowdy troops are defiling the forest as they roam in search of new territory. Slay the leader of the pack before he can do any further damage. Look how fast he's dying. Down goes Jackanapes. And now we're waiting for more fates to spawn. Okay, actually, I don't have to cut away at all because that next one popped up real quick. All vine and no Popotoes. And then Bothered Beekeeper's back, so we can do that as well. We'll do that after this one. Ochus released into the forest by Sylphs to act as deterrents to those seeking entry into their homeland, have begun wandering closer and closer to Gridanian settlements, threatening the small folk and their livestock. Alright, let's deal with the Ochus. God, they're dying so fast. Why does Black Mage have to have such a slow cast time? I'm not participating, barely. Okay, where's more Ochus? There's another Ochu. And you should be the last pair. Perfect. All right, next up. Nope, we're going to the Bothered Beekeeper. This is the other lowest level fate in the area. Another level 11. And after that, there will be 8 left, which means we are about 2/3 of the way through the East Shroud fates. In only 30 minutes. Like, less than 30 minutes. Less than 29 minutes, even. And then Mead porting Midlander will be next. Ah, an adventure. Oh, I never thought I'd be so happy to see one of your lot. It's those damnable imps. Not only are they pinching the honey from all our hives, but they're killing the precious bees in the process. Oh, that got activated. Oh well. So basically what we're doing here is we are protecting the bees from the trickster imps. They're gonna keep coming in from actually both sides. So let's head over there and deal with the ones on this side so they don't sneak up and get the honeybees. But yeah, they'll be coming from both the west and east sides of this tree in order to get at the bees. If the bees all die, then we lose. So, the goal is to protect all 4 honeybees. I don't think you need all 4 to survive in order to clear the fate. You just need at least 1. But I would feel bad if any died, so let's not let them die. Okay, looks like people gathered down here. Let's go see if we can't support the north side. And that should be all of them. Okay. Okay, let's get moving on to the Mead porting Midlander. All right, hello there, friend. Oh, whatever can I do? This mead must be delivered to the Sanctum of the 12 before the rite, or the Monsignor will have my art. My head. You'll have my head. But with all these gnats circling about, attracted to the sweet smell of honey, I'll never make it to the sanctuary in one piece. Would it be too much trouble to ask you to escort me? I could pay you with part of what the Monsignor gave me. Sounds good, we've got an escort. What have you done for me lately? A divine rite is being planned at the Sanctum of the 12, and the clergy requires copious amounts of freshly brewed mead to purify their spirits. Escort the porter and see that the mead arrives safely. Okay, then after this, I see Handful of Dreams has spawned. And we've got gnats incoming. Gnats who apparently very much love Mead. Lovely. Good for them. This is not their Mead. Okay, let's get moving. Follow the Mead porter. Oh, they're coming from all over the place. You get out of here. And let me up Juniper's uptime real quick, just so that they stay out for the duration of all the fates. Oh crap. Those aren't part of the fate, they're just angry. Die, Boar, die, tree ant. And there's some of the gnats that are actually part of the fates. Hello there, please go away. What is in this mead that all of the gnats wanted? This is a little ridiculous. This is a very popular mead. I'm not just standing here, I am doing my best. It's just I'm a slow caster because I'm Black Mage. And I think we're gonna do Handful of Dreams next. And after that we'll do Ivy League. Actually, looks like someone's already getting started on Ivy League, so we might... There we go. Want to get started on that one next. Alright, onwards to Ivy League. Then we'll take care of a Handful of Dreams. And then after that, there'll be just 5 left. Including the boss fate, that still hasn't appeared. And most of the remaining fates are actually going to be like minor boss fates. Alright, overgrown ivy. Some species of ivy will continue growing until they have choked the life out of the entire forest. Assist both the wood whalers and the God's Quiver in their joint effort to clear the 12's wood of this menace. Alright, that is a lot of ivy, actually. Goodness. Yeah, we'll clear them out. Shouldn't be too hard. Look at all of them. Okay, there we go. Another one down. On to Handful of Dreams. Excellent, below his station spawned. Okay. Okay, we've already done What a Boar, and that one's about to despawn anyway. Okay, this one is by where we did the fate where we fought the sylph who was tempering baby sylphs. Ah, we're fighting gigantoads, dream toads. Oh god, oh Jesus! To induce even more powerful visions, tempered sylphs add the excretions of dream toads to their Milkroot solutions. This blend, however, often proves too toxic for the unknown taker, and can lead to coma or even death. Little can be done to stop the production of Milkroot, but the fewer toads to gather oil from, the harder it will be for the sylphs to brew the more potent varieties. Okay, dream toads, let's take you down. And let's see, of the remaining fates, we still have below his station before we have to go on, before we need new fates to spawn, but I believe the other three we've already done. Yeah, we've done a wrench in the works, we've done Thunderstruck, and we've done Carrion baggage. Okay, that should be marked correctly. Alright, this will take us to the very eastern edge of the East Shroud. Look at that, right up on the border. Here we go. Below his station, Imperial Pilot Prior Aulus Remvulso, accompanied by a... oh dear. Where are you, Alice? You know what, let's just start launching off those AoEs. Accompanied by a thin retinue of soldiers, has embarked on a rare outing to personally observe War Machina wreckage. His defeat would deal the Empire a crushing blow. Do not let this chance slip away. Alright, let's clear out the third cohort and Aulus Remvulso. Where are you, Alice? We need to actually... Alice is the one we need to fight in order to clear this fate. There you are. Okay, looks like your soldiers are largely cleared out. Now we can switch back to our single targets. Nope, here comes a wind sprite. It thinks it can hurt us. Actually, this guy has a lot of health. I'm really glad I got a party for this one. Why do you have so much health? Actually, that's something I've been wondering. Fates don't fully scale their difficulty with the number of players. They can't. That wouldn't make sense. But is there any scaling at all? Because I know Fates definitely, obviously, get easier when you have multiple players. But is there at least some scaling, I wonder? Okay, now we need to wait for new fates to spawn, so I'm gonna go re-clear. Let's go re-clear old fates, and I'll cut back when new ones have spawned. Here we go, a new fate just spawned. Up at the northern end of the Sylphlands, Bushblade. Elder Sith Veloxia of the Blade has begun his daily rounds of the Sylphlands. Use this opportunity to slay the leader and weaken the beast tribe from the top down. Alright, Volxia, not Veloxia, Volxia, hello. Oh, and good, a bunch of the other fates that we are looking for just spawned as well. We're looking for Royal Rumble. Okay, I guess just one has just spawned as well. Still, that is good, that means less waiting for us. Alright, on to Royal Rumble. And that's going to be back out near Hawthorne Hut. all the way out of the Sylphlins for this one. Yep, that's fair enough. Use the teleport, get there much faster. You! Hello, Prince of Pestilence! The Prince of Pestilence has been spotted spreading his corruption in the area. Slay his royal repugnance. Just a giant gnat. And there we go. 2 fates left in the East Shroud. Back to re-clears, I guess. Alright, stopping the spread just spawned, and that's going to take us over to Little Solace. Excellent, this is the second to last fate we need to do. Which means after this, the only one left will be that 30-minute boss fate. Who knows how long it'll take that one to spawn, but they're usually not too uncommon unless it's a full-on world boss. Swift breeding, disease-carrying gnats threaten to disrupt the balance of nature in the Twelveswood. Slay the vile void scent before their numbers multiply. Gnats are void scent? That doesn't sound right. I think they changed the meaning of void scent at some point. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and deal with these gnats. Thankfully, they don't cause any actual harm if you don't do this fate, but if you don't do this fate, they will just kind of congregate in Little Solace for a while, which is kind of upsetting. The Sylphs don't know how to deal with it. Oh well. At the very least, we have stopped them. Now we just need to wait for the last fate to spawn. Okay, there we go. It finally spawned. We'll get it after this fate is done. We were just getting worried. Lazy for You was seeming too lazy to spawn. But looks like all we needed to do was start complaining and it spawns. Isn't that always how it works? Isn't that just how it always has to work? Okay, let's get down there and take care of, oh god, as soon as these Bane Stools get off of me, take care of Lazy for You. There we go. God, Bane Stools are quite rude. They will just latch onto you. You won't even be aware they're there because they're the giant mushrooms. And then you can't fly away because they're in the way. Alright. I'm gonna switch over to my preferred of Scholar. Especially since I gotta level up with Black Mage. Black Mage is at 52 now. It's caught up. I don't need to worry about giving it experience. Alright, Lazy for You is a 30-minute boss fate. This is a bit of a struggle if you're on your own. You can't do it if you're on your own, basically. The things we love destroy us every time. So it was with Farmer Lawrence, who was devoured by his grossly overgrown pet Ochu, which he named after himself. Slay the rampant creature, then that the old farmer's soul might know peace. Generally, these 30-minute boss fates are going to come with an achievement, if you clear with the highest rank, as well as a reward, typically something like a minion, or special barding for your chocobo. Definitely worth doing these, I think. Very definitely worth doing these. Okay, people got hit with debuffs. Let's get those debuffs off with our Isuna. And then get Bio back on Lazy Lawrence. What is he bopping everyone with? Also, why did a farmer have a pet Ochu? That just seems irresponsible. Oh good, you can silence me too. Just what we need. There is a chance that other players will notice that we're making actual progress against Lazy Lawrence and come and join us. This tends to happen with these 30-minute boss fights since they do come with achievements and people want those. But since you can't do them alone, people are going to wait until they see other people already doing them to join in. Okay, I don't have AoEs yet at this level. Heck, I don't even have Adloquium. Shoot. I'm synced down to before, I'm synced down to levels below where you get Scholar. Lovely. Okay, well, I waited way too long for the Asuna to be worth it, but oh well. Seriously, Farmer Lawrence, why did you have a pet Ochu? And why did you let it get so big that it could eat you? This seems poorly thought out. Okay, that's not a long enough debuff for me to worry about using Asuna. And yeah, since I don't have AoEs at this level, I'm just gonna have to focus on Lazy Lawrence and keeping the party alive. Here, you know what? Let's mark you as focus target so we can keep a better eye on you in case we have to target other people. Dang it, got with a silence again. So far, so good. Juniper's putting the work in with healing, as well as Eos. Haven't really needed to worry about doing any particular healing for the party. And if needed, I do have Whispering Dawn available. God, all the Chocobos casting Choco regen on our tank. That's incredible. That's so funny. Ah crap. I pissed off the Fungwars by being a good healer. Just what we need. Okay, Whispering Dawn's up for safety. Okay, and that's close enough to wearing off that I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, final 20%. We've almost got this. And you hit me with a silence again. Truly the rudest of Ochus. Ow. Please stop the silence. Okay, we're almost there. 4%. 3%. Since we are in a light party, we do have access to Limit Break. Oh, I just noticed that. That's really funny. And Lazy Lawrence is done. Awesome. We get the achievement Lazy Town. I get my 9th Atma. I got 9, I believe. And we got a minion for it. All right. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get that baby bun. And with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV. I believe next week we're going to be taking a break from the main story to be doing some optional dungeons that got added in patch 2.1. I'll see everyone next time for that.